Did you know in ancient Egypt mummy, they also used salt to preserve the cell? It is a similar concept to pickles. Crazy, right?
Hi everyone, my name is Zaakir. Today we are going to talk about pickling. Pickling has been around for thousands of years. People did not have refrigerators back in the day, so they used pickle method to preserve the food from going spoiled. Pickle, an English word, comes from a Dutch word called pekel, which means brine. First of all, I would like to thank Teacher Eren for teaching us the subject and answering all my questions. Secondly, I would like to express my gratitude towards my mother who supported me throughout this project. Purpose of this experiment is to explain the science behind pickling. I will also strengthen my understanding of concept of movement across a plasma membrane by relating it to pickling. Moreover, I will preserve the guava and make it last longer and tastier. And lastly, for me, I can improve my presentation in the future. Problem statement of this project is how do we preserve the fruit to last longer? What is the science explanation behind pickling? What is the relevance of concept of movement across plasma membrane in pickling? Is the fruit and solution hypertonic, hypotonic, or isotonic? What is the negative effect of pickling?
This is my local fruit, a guava. My salt, a solute, it will decrease the water potential in solvent. Water, a solvent. Sugar, also a solute. My knife and spoon. And of course, container to keep your guavas. After that, cut your guava into preferable pieces. Use the knife carefully. You can recycle the skin to make a compost. Moving on, add your salt into the container. Add about 2.5 spoons. Make sure you close the lid. After that, add your water. Remember, the rate of solubility depends on size of solute, temperature of solvent, and the rate of stirring. In this case, I use fine salt to help me dissolve the salt completely. Before moving on to next step, make sure you clean your hands properly. You don't want any jam on your foot and hands. After that, add your guavas into the container. Add your salt solution. Close it tightly and leave it for 2 days. After storing the guava for 2 days, take the guava out of the container and wash it to remove excess salt. To make your sugar solution, dissolve approximately 400 grams of sugar into hot water. Leave it until it reaches room temperature. Lastly, add your guava gently back into the container. After that, add your sugar solution, which is at room temperature, into the container. Close it and leave it for 3 days.
My result after 3 days. So what is the explanation behind this experiment? Okay, the fruit is placed in a hypotonic solution. The water molecules will diffuse out of the fruit into the solution through osmosis. The vacuole will become smaller. The cytoplasm and cell membrane will shrink and become smaller, and it will be pulled away from the cell wall. This will cause the plant cell to become flaccid and lose a lot of water. This will also kill the microorganism because there is no water, making the fruit last longer. This process is known as plasmolysis. However, in sugar solution, sugar will diffuse into the fruit through facilitated diffusion, and it will give the sweet taste in pickled food. So, is there any bad effects of pickled food? The high salt content in pickled food increases the risk of heart diseases. gastric cancer, and hypertension. The conclusion of this experiment is the salt solution is hypertonic towards the fruit. The concept of movement of substances across a plasma membrane is applied in this experiment. Pickled food will have negative effects if it is consumed in excess. Thank you for watching. My name is Zaakir, and bye!